In Memphis, we know a thing or two about resilience. From the grindhouse to the Delta, we protect what's ours. But when pests invade your home, it's time to fight back. Grade A Pest knows how to handle what crawls, flies, and bites. With local experience and guaranteed results.
I'm Reggie with Grade A Pest Control. We service the Memphis metro area. That also includes DeSoto and Fayette County as well.
Grade A Pest has the entire Mid-South covered. So if bugs and pests put you to the test, let Grade A solve your problem. In Memphis, nothing comes easy, and that's exactly how we like it. This is a city built on hustle, on heart, on grit. And at Carway, our rides are built the same way. Tough, reliable, ready for the grind. No games, no gimmicks, just Memphis-style service. Real, honest, and built on trust. Where grit meets grind, you meet your next ride. Carway, grit, grind, and pink beetles. Welcome to the Daily Grind, a Bluff City Media daily podcast. Stepping up to the microphone is your host, Luke Hatmaker. Grab your favorite morning brew, and let's get to the show.
Welcome and bienvenue, welcome. Fremde, étranger, stranger. Glutnik, Zesihin, je suis enchanté. Happy to see you. Blabberesta stay, dooba-dooba-doo. Welcome to the Daily Grind. I got my musical in for the morning. It's like the only German I know. The other German will be heard tomorrow. But welcome to the Daily Grind. We are presented by FanDuel Sportsbook. It's Wednesday. And I've got Jared Davidson with me right over there, and I'm happy to talk to him about all things Grizzlies, all things football. How are you, sir?
Guten Morgen. No, we're doing good. No, we're doing fine. We are tired. Little on the under the weather side right now, but we're doing fine. Just kind of a rainy, miserable morning here, Martin. But
right, it's just I woke up this morning and I was like, oh, cool, it's gonna be that kind of day.
I walked out of the house to let whiskey out, and I was like, dead gummit.
Yep,
couldn't tell that was
great news. It was both, Kenny. It was both French and German. Leave me alone. I combined them. It's in this song.
Stop whiskey, please?
Speaking of German, if you couldn't tell, the reason that we're all German out,
because we're like
German, right?
Because I took 4 semesters of German in semesters of German in college because I was a comm major. So you had to take 3, and then if I wanted my senior year to be easier, I could have taken a 4th one that would have given me like whatever extra section I needed and thought to like graduate. It was either that or take like 3 other classes and take like 18 hours my senior year, like 18 hours my senior year. So I took that. So yeah, but I went from 18 to like 12 hours my senior year. So.
Yeah, love that's awesome.
Oh, yeah.
But yeah, we got German stuff to talk about. Grizzlies are playing in Germany, not today. Tomorrow? I don't know. It's tomorrow our time.
It is tomorrow for both right now because I think they're like 7 hours ahead of us or something like that.
Okay, cool. So we're gonna be breaking that game fully down tomorrow. But before we do, there are like we
haven't had Grizzlies basketball in like 4 days.
I know it's weird. I'm just having to like pull stuff out of my butt to talk about. But we do have a little bit of it's like
we hate this team, and we're like, why aren't they playing?
Oh, cool. What am I going to recap? Nothing. We have a little bit of. I wanted to have a little bit of news.
The bulletin board.
bulletin board because there's just been a lot of stuff that's come out this week as there's been like rumors as people have had their media availability in Berlin. There's just been a lot of speculation. I put news in quotation marks because I think some people are just saying information as if it's news when it's not news, which is frustrating, but it's neither here nor there. I've just got a couple things that I just want to hit kind of fast. There's been, I mean, we know that, let's start this. I saw Rachel Nichols say that she knows from what she, quote, I know Ja Morant wants to go down to Miami from what I've heard. So there's been rumors that Ja Morant is interested in Miami if there was a trade. Yeah, I'm sure you would be, buddy. There's also his immediate availability as of this morning in Berlin,
very short,
of mostly one-word answers.
Which okay, that part I understand. Like I understand he's in the situation because of things that he has done, but also too like in the middle of the season, it's also yes, whether he did it or not, it's probably frustrating for him. So I don't really mind the one sentence answers because it is the NBA. You have to, in his words, you do have to live with it in trade talks. So yeah, it's just one of those things like whether he got himself into it or not, just that's those responses didn't irk me one way or the other. It's kind of like, okay, yeah.
Well, and if you're him, he needs to be focusing on playing.
Yeah, exactly.
It's like I wouldn't want to be, I mean, like, yes, he could answer, like, he could grow up and answer the questions differently.
Yeah.
That's where he is right now. And I didn't expect that sort of growth overnight.
No.
There's just a lot of,
there's a lot of things floating around right now.
Yeah. This was from KOC, which shout out Kevin O'Connor. Let me find it. There's also been news. I'm putting news in quotation marks because I just don't know. All of this is from people saying they've heard rival execs, blah, 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 blah. I'm not believing anything until it's true.
Josh Camp is his agent is kind of come off as himself, but I'm pretty sure like his agent is like someone in his family. So a lot of these reports just kind of feel like throwing crap at a wall and see if it sticks. Yeah, like it's just kind of what it feels like, especially the Rachel Nichols and Tim McMahon stuff. Like all that stuff that's come out. Yeah, all that stuff that's come out. Everyone knows the story. Yeah, especially KOC. Thank you, Rusty. Like that. Any negative shot that people can get off on Memphis or Ja, it's kind of crazy. Because they'll be like, oh, Ja would look great in this jersey. Oh, but Memphis shouldn't get a return. Like that's the thing. Like Ja's return is gonna like if the trade is done, if the trade is done before February 5th, let me rephrase that. The return is not gonna be that great, but it shouldn't be a return as bad as Trae Young because Trae was on an expiring deal. Absolutely. They got an expiring deal. Ja has 2 more years. There's got to be some substance to a deal being made there. So, like, it's a lot of these media stuff. A lot of it's stuff, if you've noticed, Luke, is stuff that's been rehashed, regurgitated from this offseason when all the trades where would Ja look good at? It's all like I think I have seen at least 4 or 5 reused jersey swap graphics that I 100% swear I saw in the offseason. It's all the news, and especially because when the Grizzlies haven't played in 4 days or 3 now, they play tomorrow. That's all you have to talk about right now. The other media availability has been great from the Grizzlies. This is Ja's first time being in front of a camera since probably the post game of the Lakers game, which is where he played. The last where he had that calf contusion is where it happened.
Oh yeah.
But yeah, so I mean, it's his first time being in front of a camera. You know, like he's been on the sidelines, he's been in good spirits with the guys.
Yep.
So I mean, I'm just like some of this stuff. You gotta look at it, kind of give a half-hearted chuckle and move on.
Yeah, I mean, especially too when you've got people that like KOC saying that we would be willing to take bad contracts, which is then you've got people directly like, and then you have Verno immediately being like, that's not happening, and like it's like, why on earth would it? It just doesn't make sense. What my dog doing?
Oh, hello.
He's on his. Was that my dog or your dog?
That was yours. That was yours.
I-
Mine's just laying down right here behind me.
Yeah, what are you doing, dude? He's fine. There's the reports that it's not a lot of teams have slow news weeks where they've got 4 days where they're not playing. I think all of this is what this is, because you've also got people saying that and the Grizzlies are also willing to move on from Triple J after all this. Triple J, who they just extended. I think
that had also too in Sham's article, the day that all this kind of started trickling out, which was we're coming on like 8 or 9 days now at this point.
Over a week.
Yeah, we're over a week, which is something that hasn't happened. I mean, the trade stuff took about a week or two to happen. Anyways, in his article, he quite literally said the Grizzlies want to build around a young core of Jalen, Said, Cam, Zach, and also their depoy, almost all NBA, something along these lines, Jaren Jackson Jr. All-Star or whatever, something like that. Like, that was said in the article. Would the Grizzlies entertain offers and probably would ship him if the offer is right? Yes, because you're going to get right now you're going to get a much more valuable return for Jaren than you would Ja.
Yeah,
I said this since the beginning. I think Ja may get traded. I think everyone thinks the best case, and I think everyone wants the best case scenario to be both of them Ja kind of grow up and then move on, and Ja finally enter those prime years where he starts to get better and add more wrinkles to his game. We know the percentages of those happening is maybe not that high, but maybe that's the best case scenario for everyone. But I've said from the beginning of this whole mess, I don't think Ja gets traded before the February 5th deadline, because that's not what Zach Kleiman does with trades.
No, God, no. It's not ZK's.
He's more of a bench asset, dumping off at trade deadlines and other things. Which I do think. Yeah, exactly. Oh gosh, I do think the Grizzlies are going to have to dump off of a few guys at this trade deadline, but I do not think they make the big splash trade of Ja before the season is over.
Yeah, I mean, we're less than a month to the deadline. I also think this is really important too. Shout out Kendarius, which everybody in the comments, thank you all. If you are not watching on YouTube, wherever you're watching, go pop on YouTube. That's where I can see your comments, or we can put it up, talk to you, interact with you. We love interacting with you guys. You're the reason the show is great. But I think this is important. It's hilarious because I think it was Rich Paul said on his podcast yesterday. He's like, "Yeah, I would trade Austin Reeves for Triple J." It's like everybody wants Triple J and Ja. You know who
everybody wants them, but they won't give up what they need to get them. That's
Exactly.
just how small market trades work to the greater national media.
Yep.
Whether your name's Kevin O'Connor, Tim McMahon, or Rachel Nichols, because all three of them. I'm going to refrain from using French this morning. All three of them spew from the wrong end.
It's just really uninformed, and we can leave it at that.
Yep. We can go on a whole tangent if we do not get off that.
yeah, we'll leave it at that. Let's move on to the other games from yesterday. Decent games. You got Suns beat the Heat in a really funny where Dylan Brooks missed the game-winning three.
Oh, Heat beat the Suns.
He beat the Suns, excuse me. And Dylan Brooks beat the game-winning three and then pulled down Wiggins to get a tech. It's just really funny. It's just classic. Yeah. Rockets beat the Bulls. Timberwolves blew out the Bucks by like 33. Good Lord. Nuggets beat the Pelicans. They continue to string these wins together. Man, if this Nuggets team gets these contributions when Jokic is back, holy cow.
Oh boy.
Yep, holy cow. Thunder finally beat the Spurs once this year, so they're 1-4 this year.
1-3.
1-3. Thank you. I can do math. Lakers beat the Hawks by a decent amount, and then the Warriors beat the Trailblazers. I don't know. Kind of chalk. These are the dog days, man.
Yeah, it's that time between things will start ramping up during trade deadline. Of course, we're 3 weeks away now, but it's that lull period. The Rockets are winning but struggling against teams they shouldn't. They did lose back-to-back to the Blazers like last week or something like that.
Yep.
But they should have beaten the Bulls by a lot more. The Bulls falling off a cliff. Yeah, nothing really too crazy. Julius Randle had 29 points, 8 rebounds, and 6 assists last night, but just nothing too crazy. So
like people are going through the motions as much as they can right now. But
Yeah.
I'm excited for this. This is a new segment that you have not got to take part in yet. This is time for the daily grind. Prop of the morning to ya. This is where I bring a player prop or player parlay. Prayer parlay. I'm gonna bring it to you, and I just need you to tell me if it's a good idea, if I should put money on it, if I should not put money on it. I'm not good at gambling.
Oh, so I'm encouraging Luke to gamble. Let's go.
That's what this is. I need another addiction. Let's get it. Okay, so here's my thinking. My prop of the morning to you revolves around Jamal Murray. I think Jamal Murray.
I don't know if you saw this, but it was from Drew Hill like 26 minutes ago, real quick. Apparently someone asked Ja, and does he think he will be a Grizzlies post-trade deadline? Morant. I'm the only one you asked that question to with a question mark. That is hilarious, knowing that there have been a couple other names in the headlines.
That's really funny. I like that.
That's hilarious.
Jamal Murray. Tell me what you think about this.
I heard they play tonight.
They play
the Mavericks.
The Mavericks, correct. Sorry, I was like, my phone. I need you to do this. Okay, so they play the Mavericks.
Okay.
And here's my way of thinking. Jamal Murray, he's kind of been putting on the whole. He haven't been doing a lot with Jokic out. Past 9 games, he has gone for. Wait, looking at this. The past 9 games, he's gone for, 9, 17, 16, 7, 6, 11, 10, 14 assists. He's been doing a lot of assist numbers. And he's also chucking the 3-ball, man. Jamal Murray is like in the top 5 in volume 3 and percentage right now. And so I'm thinking, and this is, I don't like doing negative odds. I'm all positive odds on this. I got a 2-leg parlay for you. Jamal Murray to record 10+ assists, which he has been doing quite frequently in the past 9 games.
Mm-hmm.
I feel better about that one, but Jamal Murray, 4 made threes is the other one. 4 made threes. So 10 assists, 10 or more assists, and 4 or more made threes. $10 get you $39.52. So that 2-leg parlay is plus $3.95. $20 get you $79.05. Now Jamal Murray is going to chuck up the ball. It's not a matter of how many shot he's going to take. Just a matter of if they go in. And that's the part of this parlay that worries me, just because he, got 8, 9, 7, 12. He's been shooting the hell out of the ball, but 5 of 8, 3 of 9, 1 of 7, 6 of 12. They're not necessarily going in as frequently.
Yeah.
But it's the Mavericks.
So, okay. So you give me the number of what you're going with the assist and threes again.
Yep. Jamal Murray to record 10+ assists, and Jamal Murray 4 or more made threes.
All right, so this is their 3rd game against Dallas this year.
Yep.
This is the first one without Jokic.
Yep.
And the 2nd game this year against Dallas, which they lost by 1.
Yep.
Is that Christmas? No, it's the day before. Who did Dallas play on Christmas? They played Minnesota.
Yep.
Jamal Murray had 31 points and 14 assists. Had 3 threes.
Yeah.
The other game, the first game was a stinker.
Yep.
I like the assist because he's had to do more with Jokic out. Man,
I don't necessarily need to do this. We're just talking.
Yeah, he's definitely going to shoot more threes in that game since Jokic is out. So yeah, I would probably put like 5.
That's the thing. It's like I don't bet any more than $20, and I like to keep it right around here where it's like, $20 will get me 80, something like that.
Yeah, like with Jokic out, he'll definitely shoot more threes. And he had 14 assists in the last time they played, along with 31 points. So I think he'll take a few more threes in 7. So I'll definitely put like 5 or 10 on that one.
Yes. Ha. So that's our prop of the morning to you. Might win you a few bucks, maybe. Sorry for German. My accents are all over the place today. And that's real quick, we do need to take a break. But before we do, we have been talking about Ja Morant trades.
Yeah.
And it's like, I don't necessarily like doing this, but we are playing. So I got to talk about something. So it's time for Would You Make That Trade? Would you make that trade? It's America's favorite segment. Where I bring you a trade and you just tell me if you'd make it or not. Now, this one's a doozy. This one is a doozy. And I got this, since we're talking about KOC on the show, I figured why not?
Oh gosh.
Keep one here. Yeah. And you want to talk about a busy graphic. This is what I call a busy graphic, my friend. Let me get this up here. All right. So, would you make this trade? Ja Morant, Jock Landale, Vince Williams Jr., Scottie Pippen Jr. for Naz Reid, Dante DiVincenzo, Mike Conley, Joan Behringer, and a 2032 swap. There's so much going on here. I don't know what KOC
so
was
much
doing.
Yeah, there's so much happening. I would.
It's interesting because
I wouldn't, but there's probably a much more simple version of the trade I would do. I just can't figure out what I would do.
I like
that Naz Reid is very enticing.
You swap out Naz for Jock. I think I could, in terms of a backup big, I think I would like that. But it's
I like what Jock's done. I as a known Jock hater, I like what Jock's done. I wouldn't do it, but yeah, I would say you could probably start setting DiVincenzo right next to each other. But it's too much. So that's probably why I would not do it. So
it's a lot of moving parts and just like a lot of. You're losing a lot of value too.
You are losing a lot of value,
like just a lot of value. Like
because DiVincenzo is going to be someone who wants to start because that's pretty much why he left the Knicks.
Exactly, and so it's like when I take my glasses off and I'm legally blind. I'm like, oh yeah, maybe this trade's good, and then I put my glasses on. I'm like, whoa, okay, maybe not. Let me put
like overall consensus. No, that's just No, like the only part that is enticing to me about that trade is Naz Reid.
Yep.
I have wanted when Minnesota had Nas, when they had Nas and Nah and Jaden McDaniels, all three of them together. I've always wanted one of those three.
Yep. So I wouldn't make this trade as constructed, but I mean, like, there's guys in here I like. I mean, I'm with you. It's like I think Nas has always been like, I do want to put this.
Can we talk about it?
Yeah. Comment, where are you?
I got it right here if you need. Okay.
Is this what we were talking about?
Yes.
I mean, I don't think I think that we have said multiple times that when Edey plays, this team is, I mean, it's best 5-man, top 5. Like, the impact that Edey has on this team is incredible. But he's unavailable right now, and he's a 7'4" guy with lower body, extreme, like lower leg stuff.
Yeah.
If Bill Walton has taught us anything, you gotta tread lightly there. You gotta be careful with how you roll those guys
and you
back.
can evaluate this team because yes, what you have seen with Edey was good, but also too, there are still spots of this team that are vastly bad without Zach Edey. So like that's the thing. Like when Ja's playing, yes, sometimes he dropped 40 once this year, but like this team's been hurt for the past 4 years, so you can evaluate this team all you want to because this team's always hurt.
Yeah,
and it is tough. And with Ja, like we've had the conversation multiple times on this network across a multitude of shows, the daily shows and the weekly shows. How has Ja Morant's minutes on the court really impacted winning? So I see this comment all the time. When you've been the injury bug, no matter who it is with Edey or whoever is on the injury report, it's a moot point simply because we've been injured the past 4 years. You can evaluate a team even though they've been injured when they should, because the thing is they've lost a lot of games that they should have won. We have the most surrendered double-digit leads in the league now, I believe. So, yeah.
I hate that stat.
Yep.
I really hate that stat.
Ugly.
It's nasty. Let's take it's commercial break time. Let's take us a quick break. When we get back, we do need to talk some college football playoffs because, man, I got to talk with it Rusty briefly, but I've been dying to talk to you about it and just really figure out what the hell's happening. So
what is going on?
What's going on? Yeah, that's a song. We will break that down right after this quick break.
In Memphis, we know a thing or two about resilience. From the grindhouse to the Delta, we protect what's ours. But when pests invade your home, It's time to fight back. Grade A Pest knows how to handle what crawls, flies, and bites. With local experience and guaranteed results.
I'm Reggie with Grade A Pest Control. We service the Memphis metro area. That also includes DeSoto and Fayette County as well.
Grade A Pest has the entire Mid-South covered. So if bugs and pests put you to the test, let Grade A solve your problem.
If we hit fast forward, skip to next season as you would in a simulation on college football, would Penny Hardaway be the coach of the Tigers?
I would say no.
Wow.
Yeah, he looks very over it. I don't know if that's because he's tired of just getting lazy players or what, but shout out, this is your roster. You're the one who made this roster. These are your guys.
People are not tuning in. The crowds are low. They're not even opening up the freaking concession stands at the Forum, TJ. Like, it's bad. People have no interest. That's when it gets apathetic, that's when it's the worst. And people they're starting to not care. People aren't even getting pissed off that we lose anymore. They just don't even care that we're playing games.
Tune in to Tigers Untapped with your hosts, Trey Lasley and TJ Willis, every Tuesday at 3 p.m. on the Bluff City Media YouTube channel. In Memphis, nothing comes easy, and that's exactly how we like it. This is a city built on hustle, on heart, on grit. And at Carway, our rides are built the same way. Tough, reliable, ready for the grind. No games, no gimmicks, just Memphis-style service. Real, honest, and built on trust. Where grit meets grind, you meet your next ride. Carway, grit, grind, and Pink Beetles.
Welcome back to the Daily Grind. You saw there, we are proudly sponsored by some awesome folks, y'all. First and foremost, you saw Carway Automotive Group. They're wonderful. Shopping for cars is like a nightmarish. They make it not so. They make it like a dream. So go check them out. We are also sponsored by Grade A Pest Services. They're awesome, y'all. It's cold. It's the time of the year where all the bugs, all the pests are coming inside. No matter what the pest, call them. They will get you taken care of. We are also sponsored by Mugshots Grill and Bar. They're great. We'll be having some Tigers live watch parties there shortly. And at Grind City Brewing, I know we will be having a live post-game bounce tomorrow with Rusty there. Mm-hmm. So make sure you are there after the Berlin game and hang out with Rusty. And last but not least, we're proudly sponsored by FanDuel Sports Book. You can see them there at the bottom of the screen. Check them out if you are trying to make some money. They're the only sports book you need to be using. And if you want to be betting on some stuff, you might want to bet on the college football playoff, because here is our updated bracket. We got the natty set, brother. We have the national champion set. It is Monday, right? Yeah, next Monday.
Yes, Monday, January 19th.
Monday? Yeah, Monday.
On Martin Luther King Day.
That's weird. Is it always like? It's not always like that, is it?
Not always, but
okay.
Just how the schedule worked this year. And yeah,
you have. Well, so I mean, the Ole Miss Miami game was. I mean, in my opinion, was the better of these two semifinal games. Just because the Oregon, man, I don't know. I did not see this. I did not see the dismantling. The Ducks dismantling at the hands of the Hoosiers. I didn't think it was going to be this bad. Did you? Did you think it was going to be bad?
I knew it was going to be. I knew Indiana was going to dominate. I didn't know it was going to be that bad.
I mean, and they set the tone early, like
Yeah.
that pick six. I mean,
Pick six on the first play of the game. Yeah, it was
like
bad.
it was bad out of the gate for Oregon, and the Hoosiers, they dominated the whole time. They were just dominant.
Yep.
I
mean, they forced two fumbles and an interception, obviously, but it was just Indiana. I'm not gonna say they're early 2010s Alabama, but they play clean football, and it's gonna punch you in the mouth. How many yards per carry did they freaking average? Will that give it to me? Yep, yards per rush. They averaged almost 5 yards per carry against Oregon. Yeah, and passing was So, dude, they're good.
I mean, Miami has a defense that is well suited to. I mean, let me phrase this as a question. Do you think Miami's defense is well suited enough to handle the Hoosiers?
They have a really good defense. I think this is a game where you're gonna, if you're Indiana, you don't switch up the game plan. Obviously, you game plan for every other team, but with what you've been doing in this kind of wear you down, ground and pound style of offense, I think Indiana does that. And then in the late third, early fourth is when this game gets blown open, where the time, like, you're going to look at time of possession, because the Indiana defense is also really good. And the Miami team that relies heavily on their ground game, because Carson Beck hasn't proven it with his arm this year. With Indiana's offense, you can wear down this Miami defense, who has two spectacular defensive tackles.
Mm-hmm.
So it's going to be a thing of, can Miami do enough on offense? Can Miami keep it close in the fourth quarter to where Indiana can't just kind of grind it out and then beat down Miami, and then all of a sudden you look up and you're down by 20 plus middle of the fourth quarter? That's just what Indiana does, man.
And it's sneaky, man. It doesn't feel like they're doing it to you. It doesn't feel like
that's the thing. So this Miami defense is going to have to play their best game of the year, obviously. But this Indiana defense, if they can shut down the run game, it could be night early on Miami's. I'm not going to say Cinderella run, because they had 2 bad losses earlier this year and they got in. So
yep. I mean, it's going to be a good natty no matter what. I do want to talk about briefly, like, so where does Oregon go from this? Does Dante Moore? If I'm Dante Moore, do you stay?
I think considering they just transferred in, I think, am I crazy, or did Dylan Raiola just commit?
This transfer portal's nuts. I
think Dylan Raiola from Nebraska just went to Oregon, if I'm not mistaken. I think Dante's gone. I think he's to the draft. This is not a quarterback heavy draft, and we had Luke. I think it was you and I. We had this conversation a couple weeks ago, maybe, where we were talking about, does Dante possibly leave for the draft? And I had mentioned next year's quarterback draft class looks a lot better than this year. So if you're a good quarterback in this draft, go ahead and go, because a team looking for a quarterback, and if you pan out in the NFL and a team looking for a quarterback, you go there, then you're going to get paid better than you would next year.
Yes.
And it's about money for all these guys. But I think Dante's gone, and I think you're right. I think you're right to declare for the draft in this draft if you're a good quarterback, because like I said, there ain't many there.
Yeah, and you have brought this. I'm glad you brought that point up again. You've made sure. I always forget that it's like the next year's class is much better, and
that influences a lot of draft as well. I'm not going to speak for him, but I think that may have played into the reason, part of why Ty Simpson went to the draft this year.
I mean, he turned down 3 offers, right? 3 NIL offers.
Maybe
something like that. I don't know.
But I mean, he had offers on the table, but that's one reason why he went. I think, the top 3 in this class right now, well, top 4 if Ole Miss doesn't win this court case for Trinidad Chambliss,
that's what I wanted to talk about next. What's happening there?
The NCAA denied the waiver request, and I think Trinidad's legal team and Ole Miss are arguing that it's well within the rules that he can get this 6th year of eligibility. And I think, if what I've read correctly, I think they can win it in court.
Okay.
And take it to a level playing ground, which will be the Mississippi whatever court they're going to go in front of in Mississippi. In the NCAA just may be like, okay. But Apparently, the judge hearing the appeal is an Ole Miss. That's crazy. If the judge hearing the appeal is an Ole Miss grad, that would honestly, I'm not, like I said, I'm not an Ole Miss fan, but that'd be whiskey. That would be hilarious to just kind of put a giant middle finger up to the NCAA. But
really funny.
But I mean, but the top 4 in this draft are 100%. I'm not going to put them in order because I don't want to rank them right now. Fernando, Mendoza, Dante, Trinidad, and Ty. Like those will be your top 4 this draft, pretty much.
I love as the NFL draft gets close, so I'm excited to see what happens. I always love talking that. Before we get out of here, Whiskey's like, it's time to go, Dad. Before we get out of here, it is time for your daily dose. What's the noise? Of It's a Trap.
Yep.
Sponsored by FanDuel Sportsbook. Named after Admiral Akbar. What is the segment? What is the game? I am going to give Jared 3 bets. 2 of them are from FanDuel. 1 of them is a trap. You just got to tell me which one's a trap. A la Admiral Akbar. You know. You're good.
R.I.P.
Okay. R.I.P. Okay. So, which one of these is a trap? 2. Score 25 plus points. I guess I
hate these.
25 plus. It's not 20, 25 plus.
Whiskey hush.
So, which one of these is a trap? Is it Tyrese Maxey minus 194 against Cleveland to score 25 points?
Okay.
Is it Keontae George minus 154 to score 25 against Chicago? Or is it Zion plus 128 to score 25 against Brooklyn?
Think I'm knocking out Tyrese immediately. Like, get out. That man's been averaging like 30 plus this year.
Get out.
He's averaging like I think 31 or 32 this year. So get out of here. So it's between Keontae and that was it Zion. Is that was the last name?
Yeah.
Oh. You said Keontae was -1, or was it plus? Which one's
54?
And then Zion's, you said +1?
Plus 128.
The Pelicans play the Nets tonight, but Zion hasn't been the number 1 option. But when he's been shooting very efficiently since the turn of the year. But he, like I said, he hasn't been number 1 option. It's been Murphy, and they've been going through Queen a lot more. So that's the plus. Who are the Jazz plays? They have I have the schedule. They play Chicago. They go, but like then like you have Lauri Markkanen, who's probably going to score 25 or 30 tonight.
Yep.
I haven't seen as much from Keontae like on social media. Like, I don't sit down and watch Jazz games, but like I haven't seen Keontae a lot, like them posting his stat lines a lot. So I feel like he may have cooled off a little bit. And +2 for a shot chucker on the Utah Jazz team. He could get 25, or he could also get less because he's missing. And it's Luke. This is tough, man. Because like I'm gonna go with Keontae, and I swear if it's like Tyrese, I'm gonna be upset.
No, dude, I have just as much fun watching you figure this out because you're really good at it. You're good. You use your logic, and I love it. Tyrese is right. You got him out immediately. It's at minus 194, and Zion is plus. Okay. He doesn't have the highest odds. You also sniffed that one right out. Trey Murphy has the minus odds.
Okay.
Yep. And the minus 154, you sniffed it out too. That's Lowry. That's Lauri Markkanen. Keontae George does have minus odds to get 25 plus at minus 120, but I'm with you. I'm like, he's their shot chucker. It's either going to go in or it's not. And like, which I mean, it's a make or miss league. That's what they say.
Yeah. Yeah. What has he done the last few games?
But I'm telling you, dude, I have just as much fun watching you figure this out as I do with coming up with them. Maybe more fun. Maybe more fun, actually, because I struggle coming up with them sometimes.
Apparently, in his career against Chicago, Keontae George is averaging 33 points a game.
33?
Yeah.
Jesus. Okay. Well, On that note, that's going to do it for our show today because that's crazy.
That's insane.
Deontay George, get out of here or come on the show. We will be back tomorrow, everybody. Thank you all for watching. Thank you, comments. I thank you. Seriously, we love it. You guys were popping, keeping us busy. We love it. Thank you to our sponsors. Thank you to FanDuel Sportsbook. We love them. Thank you to Grade A Pest Services. Thank you to Cartway Automotive Group. Thank you to Grind City Brewing. Be there tomorrow for the watch party. With Rusty, and thank you to Monkshots Grill and Bar. Thank you to Jared. We will be back tomorrow.
We actually
everybody have a good day. And if we can leave you with anything.
We actually have a game.
Oh, yeah, we got a game.
So we actually have a game to talk about tomorrow for the first time in 4 days. And
weird. I hate
that
it.
means we get the injury report today.
Oh God. Stay tuned for the injury report today. And if we can leave you with anything.
If we see a random questionable that's not Ja. We probably won't.
Like Ty.
I don't know. I don't think Ty comes back on Europe after some reports. But like, just imagine like we see like a Zach Edey like questionable.
Oh man, don't do that to me. Don't do that.
I'm just saying. Hey. I'm not saying it's happening, but it'd be cool.
But it could.
But it could.
Have a great day, everybody. If we can leave you with anything, remember 2 things. Number 1, be a little weird. 2, smile. Yeah. Big smiles, everybody. Have a good day. We'll see you tomorrow.
Thank you for listening to The Daily Grind. If you enjoyed this episode, leave a rating and a review wherever you download your podcasts. Also, like and subscribe to Bluff City Media's YouTube page. We'll see you back here next time.